Hey everyone, I hope y'all had a nice long weekend. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Marissa Martinez. And the first question is, if you had to choose from one of the three classical theories to run a new company, which one would you select and why? I think I would choose, it was the second classical theory that was on there. I have to get my notebook. I wrote it all down. The administrative theory, I think that one I would use the most because the administrative theory has more of organization within it. I think that I like the fact that it has the main manager and then the manager goes, or the main like person who runs it, and then he goes and he delegates to other managers, and those managers, from on down, they have to do their job as well. What are your thoughts on the two articles that we read about the Marissa Mayers? I think that her choice is something that is positive. I don't think it's more so negative. I feel like she if she feels like she can handle the 14 days of maternity leave, and she feels like that is okay for her, then by all means, then she should take it. I don't think she's taking less time because she is the CEO. I don't think she's taking less time because of that. I think if her children really needed her there, or if she couldn't handle being out of the office for less oh, for less than 14 days, I think she would take more time off. I mean, and it's clearly obvious because she gives her workers, I believe, the women 16 weeks of maternity leave and the men 8 weeks of maternity leave. So that is like considerably a good time, I would say. I mean, I don't have any children, but 16 weeks, that's a several weeks right there. And she also gives the men maternity leave, which I think is a good thing as well. I feel like I don't think it'll change much in how it'll impact her organization. I think that if her workers know the CEO well or feel like she's a good CEO, they're gonna know that she's doing it for the best, and that's just her decision to take a less amount of time. I read the humor as a serious business. I feel like it's prone to create harmony or heartbreak because when there's humor in the business, maybe there might be some things that are not humorous. You could say something that could offend somebody, or like they were saying about the police officers and the firefighters, their jobs and how their jobs, they go through so much trauma every day with seeing just I'm pretty sure deaths, and seeing just children being hurt, other just people in general being hurt, and that could really affect them, and how humor could relieve some of the stress that they have for their jobs, and it can make them feel a little bit better. But in other ways, I think like if there's too much humor in the job, maybe it could offend somebody. Maybe you could be making fun of, you could try to be humorous, but you're really like criticizing somebody, or you're not doing it in a positive way to make somebody feel better, trying to make somebody happier. Like, unless you're trying to bring somebody down by your humor, then I feel like it could cause heartbreak that way. Let's see. My understanding of systems theory is that basically, so I wrote that down too, so I won't forget. System theories, in my opinion, are just, it's more of a, like it said in the PowerPoint, more of a organism than a machine. You have to make everybody work together, not, I guess in a way, not one part is more important than the other part. Whereas they were describing the machine version of this is basically like, oh, one part is broken, you can easily replace that part and the machine's going to work the way it's always worked. But with systems theory, I um I get the idea that if one part doesn't work, yes, it could be replaced with something else, But once it's replaced with that, it's going to have to, the whole system itself is going to have to change. It's going to have to adjust to that change as well. And it's going to have to adjust as a whole, not just that one part. So that one part affects the whole organization as a total. So that's what I've gotten out of system theories. And I would work for SAS. I think it's a great thing that they have going on at SAS. Um, the fact that they have the on-site daycare, like for you to go see your children. They have the unlimited sick time, which is very helpful, and they're pretty much giving you all the resources. And it's almost like a little town. Like you have all the resources you need right then and there. You don't have to worry about going to the doctor. They have an on-site doctor. I know in a way, like other people may be like, well, they just don't want us to leave. They want us to work. They want us to do this. That's why they brought all these people to us, so there'd be no excuse for us to leave. But I think it's a very good thing, and it's free. You know, nobody's gonna want to spend money to go to the clinic when you can get it for free. And um, they can eat and dine like at the cafeterias that play music for them. Everybody has their own office. I just think they would be happy. They would. I would be happy there, and I mean, like again, I don't have any children, but for those coworkers that would have children, I think that it would be a great thing for them to use the daycare, on-site daycare. Alrighty, well, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I will see y'all later. Bye.